Welcome back to another episode of Transparent TV. I'm your host, Minister, and if you're here rocking out with me, you're a different type of person, and I mean that in a very good way. So I want to start today's day by saying a massive thank you to each and every one of you who's a part of this incredible community. None of this would be possible without you, and I may not be able to repay you with today's message, but I'll try. So let's get into it. I want to get into this entire ordeal, this entire situation with Melissa Ford, Joe Budden, and Cam'ron, right? Melissa Ford is a co-host on Joe Budden's podcast and made allegations or assumptions that Cam'ron possibly, had relations with an underage female, right? After making those assumptions, Cam'ron came out and decided to respond and mention a possibility of filing a defamation suit, right? Since Joe Budden, has come out and doubled down and expressed his support of Miss Melissa Ford and had a bunch of nothing to say, man, pretty much. So here's my take, right? Joe Budden at any point could remove her remarks out of the podcast, right? He had an ample amount of time to do edits, and he decided not to. I think that this is a result of envious man. For those who aren't familiar with remarks that Joe Budden made during an inside joke between him and retired rapper Nori, Joe Budden and Nori had an inside joke about struggling podcasters. There was a lot of people who connected that to them both possibly taking shots at Mr. Cam'ron. Right? Not too long after those remarks were made, though, Cam'ron and May signed a lucrative deal connected to their podcast, right? So they really got it going right now. They're really popping. They're on an upward trajectory, doing very well. That's why this is concerning to me, man. Those remarks, having so much time for Joe Budden to be able to, have the power to and the time to erase those remarks, he decided not to, right? That's concerning, man. That's really, really, really concerning because Joe Budden, more than anybody else, knows how the judicial system has been habitually used as a weapon towards people of color. Why would he allow Melissa Ford to make such reckless assumptions? He did it because he wanted her to plant a bug, right? Maybe this is a chance for some woman to come out and say that Cam'ron did something to her. He really wants to destroy this man's career. And it's sick, man. We have to hold Melissa Ford accountable for her recklessness. But the target really needs to be aimed at Joe Budden. I believe that there's again, he had an ample opportunity to edit those things out, and he didn't. He decided to allow it to go public. Given the issues in today's society with false allegations or just allegations in general being brought against men of color, why would he allow something like that to happen? And again, I believe that it's aspiration. I wouldn't be surprised if he even put the bug in her ear to do it. Joe Budden has shown and proven to be a dangerous man. You know what I mean? When you want to see a man's livelihood be snatched away from him, taken away from him, envy is a very, very strong emotion. And we have to get that under control. This can't be a new president that we allow to be set. These two have to be held accountable. We have to have that discussion. And it needs to be had as often as we possibly need to have it. Again, this isn't, even if Cam'ron and Joe Budden was at the heat of a major disagreement or battle or war, or whatever you want to call it, it would never be okay, man, from my perspective, to allow such recklessness to come out of your platform when so much is going on in the world today. I'm never going to allow a man to be put in a situation due to a lie. That's not cool, man, and we really need to address it. I'm calling it out. I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about it, though. You know, as always, if you have any questions or you want to share your thoughts, feel free to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from y'all, man. And until next time, take care. Let's keep rocking together. One.